Hey guys, welcome back. Whoa, little slipping. Wonder if Roger had his camera going on that one. Nope. Oh, went a little sideways. Alright guys, we are out on some dirt roads here right around Asheville, Bent Creek area. And it's Memorial Day. And Roger is with me. And he wasn't supposed to be with me today.
Well, actually, we are correct. We are a part of the Smoky Mountains now.
Are we really?
And we're not on the MABDR anymore.
Now that's what I wanted to talk about, because as of Friday, you were on the MABDR.
And I was.
And today's Monday, and I know you didn't do the whole MABDR.
Did it 2 days.
You did.
That.
Top that. Nice.
There and back.
There and back. Well, hey, I mean, technically, you can say that. Red truck. So you had quite the little adventure, or should I say misadventure, on your trip.
Yes, it indeed.
First off, let's start with, I wasn't with you.
So that means it's your fault.
Yep, because I wasn't there to say, hey Roger, what's going on?
I wasn't there to say, hey, I think I'd do that if I was you.
You couldn't put me in front to slow you down?
Not slow me down. Act like
Right.
remind me that the ground does get harder.
Yes, it's pretty rocky right there. So
I hope I don't cut another damn tire.
You better not. You and your tire gremlins. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about a little bit, is why did your MABDR trip get cut back or cut short? First off, I couldn't go with you because your schedule changed a little bit here and there. And
schedule changed. And then the change changed.
Yes. And in the meantime, in between changes, I made plans with my wife and my little grandson.
Yeah, changes
are plentiful, yes. And therefore, when you left on your BDR trip, I was not with you because I had prior commitments.
Because of the changes of the change.
Because of the change to the change. So, you left on Friday, and things were going well. Why are you back here on a Monday?
Question. Combination of several things. I had, in my mind, I was going to do sections 1 and 2, and I was going to do them in one day. Now remember, I'm working on a time crunch to get back home by a certain time.
Correct. Because you have commitments.
And I had even less days than I had before when I started.
Right.
But anyway, long story short, I rode sections. I rode from home to Damascus, which is 103 miles.
Okay.
And then I got on the BDR. I did section 1, which is 139 miles, according to their route, with the wrong turn rods following along with me. Mine ended up in the 140s.
Okay.
And then I was fatigued, but in my mind I'm thinking I got to get through the first 2 sections in order for this to work.
Gotcha.
I pressed on and I did section 2.
Which is how many miles?
80 miles.
So if my math is correct, you're right at 400 miles at that point.
Pretty dang close.
Okay.
And then when I got to Covington, I decided that I was going to go to the Dalton State Park. The only place that I could find a place to camp, because it is Memorial Weekend.
Right.
And the campgrounds were full. So late in the afternoon, early evening, I rolled into Covington, and 30, 40 minutes away was the Dalton State Park.
Okay. And
where I camp.
And you've been there before, so you knew it was a good campground.
Well, it's my third visit there. Really like the campground.
Cool.
A couple of reasons, but we'll avoid those.
Right.
But yeah, I made it to campground, camped, had a good evening, cooked me some red beans and rice, and lovely gas station hot dogs, because I could not find smoked sausage.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, there, folks, is the reason why he came home, because he ate a gas station hot dog.
No, it was a package of beef franks from the gas station.
Okay.
It wasn't a roller dog.
Okay. Thank God for that.
Still be up there. I didn't sleep very well because I overdid it on Friday. Didn't sleep very well. Tossed and turned. But I got up, got moving. You know, there's a big lip underneath this bridge.
Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Don't want to hit that. Any sort of speed.
But
clear. Turtle.
purple, tortoise, there.
You're the hair on the tortoise in this situation.
I got up that morning, did the 3 S's, well, let's give them a shave. The facilities there at the Dallas State Park are pretty nice. They actually have a restaurant on the property.
Wow.
They were closed on Memorial Weekend before I got there. It was a great state park, one of my favorites.
Sounds really nice.
So, get up the next morning, and I'm on the road by 8.
Wow.
And get to Covington, top off my gas tank, top off the bladder with water, and just kind of once over the motorcycle. That's when I noticed that I was missing a little screw on the tank. And I just kind of walked around and did the tooth or two tire pressure check. Kicked the front tire, walked around the back, kicked the tire, and I looked, what is that on my tire? It looked like something was stuck in my tire.
Right.
And that was the cut.
The cut.
And it was a pretty deep cut. The cords were frayed and sticking out.
Not a good situation. Now, this is Saturday afternoon or still morning?
Morning.
Okay. On Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Saturday. Near Covington, Virginia.
So you needed a new tire.
Well, that I would agree with.
Well, as it turns out, you found out later, it was cut 95% of the way through. Yeah, you needed a new tire.
Yeah, well, they took the tire off that late Saturday evening.
Bicycles.
I did stick my hand in the tire and feel at the cut, and yeah, it was dangerously thin. I feel like an idiot for riding that tire the distance that I did.
Okay, why did you ride the tire the distance that you did?
Memorial Weekend, Saturday.
Finding a tire on Saturday Memorial Day weekend and a place to put a tire on proved to be difficult, to say the least.
Well, and the motorcycle shop's defense, when I first started looking for a tire, I was looking for a specific tire.
Ah, okay.
And it wasn't until after lunchtime that panic started kicking in, and I was well north of Covington by then, looking for, I was going to motorcycle shops and advertising that they were open.
Okay.
But some weren't, some didn't have tires,
And
or some didn't have tires that I approved of.
right. Now, you are riding it. You do need to get the tires you want.
Well, and my thought was, okay, go north, look for a tire. That way, when you get a tire, you can find your way back to MABDR and keep going.
Correct. Which sounds like a perfect plan to me.
I haven't given up just yet.
Aha.
At lunchtime, I think I I gave up.
Okay.
What time was it when I called you? 1:30ish?
Something like that, yes.
I gave up then.
Well, and part of the reason that you called me was because you were having trouble getting cell phone service to make the phone calls.
Yes. Well, not here, buddy.
Jeez.
Well, I guess here works. Thank you. But I knew if you were at home and you were available, you could look on Google and have better success in getting through, because I was having spotty cell service. I mean, even on our call.
Yes, yeah, we did drop it once or twice. Hello, right.
Hey, damn it, don't hang up on me.
Not now. Now, at this point, you had already turned south because you told me to start looking further south than where you were.
Yes, I told you to look south because I had given up on video.
Correct.
And my mind was, okay, this tire goes down with me on it. Chances are I'm going to wobble to the side of the road.
Then neat.
Go up in flames.
Well, hopefully not that part of it.
And I was thinking, the one thing I could do is I could, put patches inside the tire where the cut is. Glue a small patch and let it dry. And glue a big patch and let it dry. And put the biggest patch I got, and then put a new tube in. Had tubes, had patches, had all the tools that I needed.
You just did not have another tire, which who carries a tire with them?
So that was my thinking. Is when I turned around and started heading south, I bailed on the BDR because I knew, the chances are, with the holiday weekend and the campgrounds were full.
Right. So you would not have had a place to stay.
I mean, the only way I got into the Downton, I got into the Downton State Park and shouldn't have. So, yeah, I'm headed south, and I'm on I-81, speed limit 70. Everybody's running 80. I'm in the right lane, trying to run 60 to 65. Always looking in the grass for the softest place to land.
Just fully expecting that tire to just go on you at any moment.
Yeah, and you really relax in those kind of conditions.
Yeah.
No additional fatiguing going on.
No.
Fresh as a daisy.
No,
you located the tire.
I did.
And, they weren't the most happy about when I would arrive there, but they said if I got there, they would get me on the road, which really, really appreciate that. And I have found a new dealer to deal with because of this experience, and it's not that far from my home.
Yeah, it's Jim's Motorcycles. Actually, it's funny, when I looked them up, they were actually Jim's Motorcycle Apparel, but motorcycles.
They have 3 different businesses that falls under Jim's Motorcycles, I think. Oh, yeah.
And I got a hold of those folks, told them what was going on, and I had already started to get my ramps ready just in case I had to get on the road and come get you. Because when you told me about the tire, I wasn't so sure you were going to even make it to the shop.
Well, it was only 200 miles.
Right. But
the scary part about it was, when I was doing 60, 65 miles an hour, and, it's just I was getting nowhere, I actually started running 70, 75.
Wow.
And I'm just like, good Lord, take care of me, good Lord, because the cut was in between the big knobbies,
so you were thinking on the pavement, might be okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And,
I was hugging the tank and getting the weight forward, so I looked goofy sitting on the tank, but hey.
You got to do what you got to do. And, part of it was also Jim's, it was a holiday weekend. It's Saturday. They were looking to get out of there, go start their holiday. And you're thinking, I don't want to keep them too late. Oh, big hole on the right. And
be in the helmet.
Oh, good grief. Need to stop?
No.
Okay.
He decided to vacate my helmet.
Nice.
Wasn't room for both of us.
That's good. So anyway, he got his tire, got it installed. It was raining. He's got a brand new tire, and he's got 66 miles to go to get home. But you made it home on Saturday night?
Yes.
And you were exhausted.
Yep.
And yesterday, which
I fell asleep in the recliner with my motorcycle boots on.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think, what's that saying? The adventure doesn't start until things go sideways. Well, your adventure started pretty dang quick on this trip.
I just want the tire gremlin to go somewhere else.
Now that...
Not on you.
Yeah, no, please.
But I would really like for the tire gremlin. Maybe those two guys on the bicycle.
There you go. Throw it on them.
Throw it on them.
It's easier for them to change flats.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. But that brings up my next question to you was, how many miles have you got on that bike?
4,978.
How many sets of tires have you put on that bike? Or how many rear tires have you put on that bike?
The original, the Michelin, and then the Motos.
And that's not a whole lot of miles to have your third tire on it.
I've had original and Michelin on the front. They're motion themselves.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, the Tire Gremlin started way back when you had a V-Strom.
Yeah. Now, I know where you're going with, but if this cut would have been on a tubeless tire, it would have been way too large to plug.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't going there. I was going with how many tires have gone flat on you since we started riding together when you had that V-Strom? I know you had to plug that one on the V-Strom.
I'm going with all of them.
Uh-oh, I'm going through the trees.
I'm going through the puddle.
Yeah, because I know that you've been going through tires at a ridiculous pace.
I'm not going to be retiring anytime soon. This tire buying
car.
This tire buying fetish or whatever you want to call it is killing me.
Man, it gets expensive, especially when you're out on the road and you have to have them do it all instead of you doing your own mounting and balancing.
I mean, I give $261 for the Michelin rear tire and put it on myself.
Yeah.
The Motos was $241. Of course, they put it on, put a new tube in it, of course. Mm-hmm. I got extra tubes now.
There you go.
Of course, the tubes that come on this motorcycle were paper thin.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, they're going to do everything as cheap as they can.
I had a front flat on this one.
Oh, jeez.
Remember?
I do remember that now that you say it. Yep. And the tire rubbed a hole in your tube because it was so thin.
Well, there was a plastic metallic label on the inside of the Metzler tire that actually cut the tube.
That's just crazy.
I actually could have put that in on warranty, but I was ashamed to.
Yeah. It's just too bad that the adventure ended the way it did, but it has brought on a positive. For me, anyway, it's a positive because.
Well, there was there's several things that are positives about this. Number one is there's no doubt about it. I have to go back to this. My channel name is Riding the Thin Lines, which is the thin lines on the map, and this route is the thin lines on the map. And even with the amount of pavement that there is in section 2, and from what I understand, 4 and 5 and 6, I can't remember. even with the amount of pavement, they're going to be back thin roads. And I learned I need to slow my roll and enjoy it, because I know a lot of people get on the Facebook group and talk about doing it 4 or 5 days, but yeah, I'm just going to slow down and one section a day.
No matter how long or short that section is.
Section 2 can be done with another one, but you don't want to do it with section 3.
Okay.
And I don't want to do it with section 1 just because section 1's 139 miles.
Okay.
And if you want to stop, smell the roses, look around, and
make a YouTube video,
make U-turns like I did.
Yeah, that 139 miles turns into 159 miles.
But it's fun.
So anyway, the positive for me is that you now have a plan to go back to the MABDR, and we don't have any anticipation that this will change. So I will be joining you on the MABDR this time.
And I do, like I told you.
Careful now.
Like I told you when we were talking on the phone, just for the sake of the time, I think if we get the bikes to the northern end and then ride south, that would work better. That
And
way,
we have more time.
I don't know about everybody else, but I even felt it on the Smoky Mountain 500. I felt like, well, I gotta go because I gotta make these miles. And you're like, well, I don't enjoy this right turn.
It's a dead end, isn't it?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Yeah, having to hammer the miles out because you've got a time crunch is not cool. So if we boogie our butts up there, haul the bikes, rent a vehicle or something, haul the bikes up, drop off the rental vehicle and start on that end and work our way toward home, I think we'll be a whole lot better off.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't deal with the fatigue.
Right.
And 81 is no place to ride a motorcycle.
Especially with a cut tire.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Road tire, cut tire. It's not a place to ride a motorcycle.
So,
there's a curve there.
All that being said, we now have plans to ride the MABDR later this year.
October.
So we're looking forward to that. We got our plan. We're not going to mess up the plan. Hopefully nobody else will mess up the plan. There's a Jeep up there. I don't know if they're coming. Nope, they're not. So yeah, folks, that was Roger's adventure. That was Roger's adventure.
Sorry about that.
That's right. And now we got an adventure of our own planned in the future. And with that, I am going to shut this down. Thank you, Roger, for allowing me to interview while we ride. And I will be back at you all later. Hope everyone can stay well, stay safe, but most of all, stay happy, y'all. Motoramblings out. See ya!